favorite ingredients, which is cauliflower. Cauliflower, I think, has been deemed 2014's trending vegetable of the year.
It's the new kale.
It's the new kale.
Superfood of the year. So we thought we'd incorporate it in a way that, you know, is going to be like a healthy snack.
So it's a hot vegetable right now.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a crispy version of this. I don't know if anyone's seen online. I've seen a few recipes recently with the whole cauliflower head, with like almost like a coating on it, and it's baked whole, and it's kind of nice and crispy.
And then you slice into it. I tried making it, and it was pretty good. There was the big crispy outside because you put all this sauce on the outside. But then by the time you get to the middle of the cauliflower, it doesn't always cook through. It's a little more chewy, and you don't get the tasty flavor on the inside. So Jeremy thought he'd make a tastier version so that every bite has that crispiness and that flavorful sauce.
Absolutely. So we're going to start off just by breaking the cauliflower down, just into smaller pieces, like 2-inch pieces. And then for the dressing, we're going to start off with some yogurt. This is just plain yogurt. You can use Greek yogurt. A thicker yogurt works better. So either a Greek yogurt, you can go with the lower fat one, or if you're going to use non-Greek yogurt, try to find something at least 2%. I find the fat-free plain yogurt's a little too watery. It won't work that well for this. So either 2% plain or a nice thick Greek yogurt will work. Now we're going to dress it up. And I'm doing it almost like your favorite chicken wing flavors. That's how I kind of think of these. So you can do whatever you want, really. I know some people have done similar ones, and they've called these cauliflower chicken wings. They don't taste like chicken wings.
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
It's a little bit of a stretch.
Don't tell your dad you're serving chicken wings
No.
and then pull out the cauliflower.
This isn't one where you're gonna sneak the cauliflower in there. It's gonna taste like cauliflower, but it's tasty. It's a nice way to do cauliflower. So we're gonna start off with our yogurt, and I'm gonna add a little bit of Sriracha chili paste. It's not overly powerful. It's got a nice mild heat, and has really nice seasoning, and it has a little bit of sodium. But this is going to be pretty much our only source of sodium for this, or only significant source of sodium for this recipe.
Absolutely. We're trying to keep the sodium levels lower in these recipes to promote heart health. So we know that many Canadians get far too much salt and sodium in our diets. 75% of the sodium in our diets comes from processed foods, restaurant foods, things like that. So cooking at home more often is a way to lower the sodium you're getting. And also, of course, choosing the lower salt recipes. So really maximizing the flavor, getting to know your herbs and spices, and really, pumping up the flavor with things that don't contain salt are great ways to really, make sure that you're still enjoying your food and getting the flavor, but lowering the salt so that you can help to control your blood pressure.
So zest, another big flavor booster. Love it. Lime zest is going to go in. We're also going to grate a couple garlic cloves in there. So you can add more if you want. The garlic really plays a big role with this dish. So add as much garlic as you want. And again, see, I'm using the rasp here. And I'll show you what it looks like. Really nice fine puree. Saves you a lot of time. Don't have to use your knife. That's gonna go in there. We're gonna use a little bit of that juice from the lime, about a tablespoon. So if it is a good lime, that is a decent lime. It's about probably half a lime there. And about a tablespoon of honey.
I love it. So you can see we're playing off the chicken wing flavors with the honey garlic and some of that spicy kick to it as well.
I'm adding a little bit of ground coriander seed as well. I like the spice. It plays really well with the lime and the honey and the sriracha. It's got a nice citrusy flavor. This comes from the cilantro plant, but it does not taste like cilantro. So if you hate cilantro, it doesn't taste like cilantro. It's got a really, really nice flavor. But again, you can go with any spice in here. If you wanted cumin, would be great.
I love cumin on cauliflower.
Yeah, cumin would be awesome.
Tends to go really well.
And then that's it. We're gonna stir it up. And you can do, like I said, you can do any flavor. If you like it spicy, you can do almost like a hot wing sauce. You can do big fresh, like mint, some like big herb flavors would be fantastic. And that's it. So the dressing is done. Very simple. We're gonna take our cauliflower pieces, dip them in. If there's any excess, just let it drip off, and then onto a baking sheet. That's all we have to do. Very simple.
Pretty easy.
And
And
we're
this
gonna
is
do
a
it.
great one that you can enjoy guilt-free. So sitting in front of the TV, World Cup is on, you and Dad are gonna enjoy some soccer games together.
Take out the cauliflower.
Take out the cauliflower bites. You know, you can have a big bowl of them, have some extra dipping sauce on the side.
Absolutely. And so you can save the rest of this marinade as well. Because I'm only dipping the cauliflower in it, I can, I'll pack it up, I'll put it in the fridge.
That's right.
And that'll
If
be
you
a nice
were
dipping
dipping
sauce.
some chicken or
No,
something
yeah.
in there, obviously you wouldn't want to save that sauce because that would be a food safety risk. But if we're just doing veggies, we can put some of the leftover sauce aside and
Yeah.
have that to dip and really bump up that flavor profile.
So this is gonna go into the oven. I have it set at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, so a little bit hotter. That's a convection oven as well. So if you're not using a convection oven, put it up a little bit higher, say about 15 to 20 degrees higher, depending on your oven. And I'll stop there. That'll go in, and I'll show you what they look like. May have left them in a little too long, but I just put them on a rack to cool, but they get really nice and crispy on the outside. Really, really, really tasty. And we'll take them off. And again, you can serve them. The smaller pieces dry out a little bit, but you can serve them with some more of that dipping sauce, a
Absolutely.
little wedge of lime.
And a cup of cauliflower, you're only getting about 27 calories, so very low calorie. And you're not adding too much, just a little bit of yogurt in terms of the sauce. It's mostly just to add that nice flavor and the crunch and crispiness to it when you've been roasting it. So move over kale chips. It's time for crispy honey sriracha cauliflower bites. That's a mouthful.